Things he wished she would keep to herself or be upfront about it. Game for women. Things he wished she would just keep to herself or be upfront about it. Things like this. When she says, "Stop looking at your phone so much." This comment should have been kept to herself. First off, he's a grown man, and maybe he's dealing with something that is real personal with him. Could be helping his close friend get through some bad situations or dealing with family issues. So this comment should be avoided because this can trigger the wrong emotions and have him lash out from getting talked to like he's a child and not being respected like he's a grown man. Now check this. The polite way is to just show concern and ask if everything is okay, rather than come at him like he's a teenager. She should avoid this. Be polite and respectful. Show concern. Number 2. Can you pick up the phone when I call? I know you see me calling. This can be avoided. Kept to herself. Even if his woman has called and texted 10 times each, don't take it as being ignored or avoidance, but take it as he's managing the best he can, and when he gets the time he will call or text you back. Now check this out. If she knows her and her man is not mad at each other or didn't have any disagreements, then he has no reasons to ignore his woman's calls or text messages. Show some common courtesy. If he didn't answer after the first 2 calls, just leave a text message and say, "Soon as you get time, call me back." Now I'm going to tell you how that help you out. Instead of getting mad, calling him 20, 30 times when he didn't answer. Now check this out. When you call a couple times and he didn't answer, you can just text this. "Hey, I called you. Call me as soon as you get time." Now check this out. Now he'll call you back with calmness and not aggression from being mad after all the times you have called him. Now see, when you call twice and leave a text message, "Hey, call me back as soon as you get this message," now he'll call you back with the calmness and not with aggression. See? 3. She says he needs to. She says he needs to. Avoid this because he doesn't need to do what she wants him to do. He is your partner, so he wants to help out. He wants to contribute your wants and needs and wants his woman to be fulfilled. But he doesn't need to do anything. Erase need with can. Now, check that out. Erase need with can. Can you help me do this, that? That's more respectful. Now, 4. She says we need to talk. Avoid this. This isn't the best way to start off a conversation or any conversation, especially a serious conversation. Saying we need to talk sets off a man's alert system because his antennas go up, and 9 times out of 10 he knows it's going to be a difficult conversation when you say we need to talk. But check this. He'll also think it's something negative because of the serious tone in her voice. He'll think it's a crisis, a personal issue with her, bad news at her job, bad news from the doctor or her family. It's the fear of the unknown that will have a man on pins and needles. Started off with, "Let's talk when you get time," or "I have something to tell you." Man, whenever a female say, "We need to talk," man, I always take that as, okay, this is about to be a difficult situation. I always think that. So I'm like, okay, let me see, because I'm thinking, man, she done went to the doctor and got some bad news, you know. I knew I should have used the rubber, man. She might have gave me something. So anything. She might got fired from a job. Anything, man. So I'm always thinking about something negative. But if you say, "Hey, we need to talk when you get time," or "Hey, I need to talk to you, let's talk," then I could, my antenna won't go up, like that. So that's the best way to say it. Now, we need to talk, that tone in your voice can set a man antennas up. 5. She says, you should know how I'm feeling. Avoid this. A man can be with this woman for 10, 20 years and still not be able to guess her exact emotion. Exact emotion now. A man can read his woman's mind sometimes, but not always hit every nail on the head. Some men are less socially and emotionally aware than women. So with that in mind, since he doesn't know what your actual feeling is, he won't know unless what? You tell him. You got to open up. He won't know unless you tell him. Don't have him playing the guessing game and just come direct and correct so that you can get your problem or problems solved. Number 6, game for women players. Game for women. If I can give them some tools they can use, they can help my players out. So check this out. Number 6, players. She says, why don't you? Why can't you? She says, why don't you? Why can't you? Avoid this. Asking a question, this will already comes off as negative, because when she says why he doesn't or can't do something that she wants him to do, is going to put him in the mindset of not wanting to do it. It's like making him feel bad about something that he probably had no idea she wanted in the first place. When she wants something, the best way to say it is, let's go out to eat this weekend and have a nice dinner and a movie, instead of, why don't you? Why can't you take me out this weekend? Let's go out tonight. Now, why don't you? Why can't you take me out? See? It's a way you gotta say it. See, it's a respectful, polite way. Now, why don't you take me out? Take me out. You don't never take me out. See, let's go out tonight. Let's do something nice tonight. Let's go out and have a nice dinner and catch a nice movie or something like that. See, that's the best way to put it. Making love to his mind. 7, she doesn't like one of your friends. If she doesn't like one of your homies, it's best to avoid saying that until she gets to know him. A man's friendship with his best friend can be a bond that can never be broken unless one crosses the other. So there's limits, and his woman should be cordial with his friend, even if she isn't quite fond of his homie. I had this problem, but I'll go into it. So the only way she should say something is if his homie is being disrespectful towards her. As long as he's not being disrespectful, it's better not to even mention it. Okay. I had a female do that too. She was saying, I don't really like him. Now my homeboy cool, but I say, hey, you're gonna put me in a position to choose my friend over you, because I've been knowing him the longest. You see what I'm saying? Now you can be cordial with him. I don't know why you don't like him. I don't know if you're trying to lift his me, y'all trying to lift his and April me, but check this out. If he's not being disrespectful towards you, because I don't see nothing he's doing, be cordial with him, because you don't even know the man. Then when she got to know him, okay, they became good, cordial partners. You see what I'm saying? My homie and her. So I just told her, you're going to put me in a situation where I'm going to have to choose. I'm going to choose him because I came out the sandbox with him. I just met you. You see what I'm saying? But if you like me, then you'll get along with him, just like if it's her friend. If I wasn't too fond of her friend and I liked her, I would get along whenever we came, around each other. I would just get along with them. You know what I'm saying? But I don't mean I have to I just get along with her. Just be cordial with her. You see what I'm saying? But check this out, players. Avoid that. Because a man that's been tight with his homie for so long will choose him over her. So, to keep that from happening, avoid coming between his friendship. That's a bond that really can't be broken. That's a bond that really can't be broken unless one crosses the other. So, be cordial with his friend. Now, I just saved, from this point right here, a lot of marriages and relationships right now. This is game for women. If they apply this knowledge right here, it can save relationships and marriages. Because I know a lot of females don't really get along with a lot of guys' friends, and that makes the man choose the one he came out the sandbox with over her. But all you gotta do is be cordial. They can say, yo, man, and y'all's relationship and y'all's marriage. See what I mean? But, like I say, just apply the knowledge. That's all I'm saying. Apply the knowledge. Don't have him have to choose. Just be cordial with him. Number 8, saying he should help out more around the house. Avoid putting it this way. Can cause problems under the household. Even if she feels he doesn't do much around the house, he most definitely does something. So saying it this way makes it look like she doesn't notice all the other things he does to contribute to the household. Come on. You see what I just did there? See what I just did there? Okay, check this. If she wants him to do more, just acknowledge what he does contribute to the house, and then politely ask for what it is that she specifically wants and needs did around the house. Ask nicely, not, I need you to help more. See? Saving a whole lot of marriages and relationships with this, players. See, now if I can help the females get on one accord, I also can help the players out. That's why I say giving game to the females. If I can help them out, get them some knowledge, because a lot of women don't really know how to make love to a man's mind and hold his attention. You see, but if I can get them some tools they can use, it can save a lot of marriages and relationships, man. A lot of women haven't been taught that. You know, they haven't had that example in front of them. So they don't know how to quite know how to make love to his mind. It's just a sexual thing, and she buy him everything, he buy everything. They argue, don't know how to resolve the problem. Jump in the bed, have makeup sex, the problem's still waiting on them. So this is how you make love to a man's mind, man. Certain way you can say things, you can keep it to yourself, but you'll be upfront about it. There's a lot of things that you can pass up, but you just keep it to yourself. That way you can avoid the problems. But number 9, she says, I or we need space. Avoid this. This can mean a whole lot has been going on without her man knowing. Has she been feeling and thinking this way for years now? And just not telling him? Both partners need to fully understand the logic and possible benefits that could come from separation, or it can seem like the relationship is hanging on the edge of the cliff. Now check this out. It can seem like the relationship is hanging on the edge of the cliff. So, just her saying I or we need space can be taken as she's already mentally and emotionally exited out of the relationship and now won't out physically. And check this out. Her heart is with someone else. She isn't being fulfilled in the relationship. She feels she's missing out on things by being in the relationship, or she's just ready to end the relationship altogether. Sometimes after a disagreement, a woman says we need space can mean she just wants her man to step back for a minute and look at things from her perspective. So it's better to just be clear on the word space, on what that means. So when females say, I need some space, we need some space, no. Be more specific about what that space word means. Is it take a step back and look at things from my perspective? I understand you, but I just want you to understand me. Is it that, or is it you already mentally and emotionally exit out of a relationship and you just want to physically? Your heart is with someone else? Or you just want the relationship to end all together? So be more specific about that. We need space. Game 10. She says, you're not listening to me. The best way to handle this is just don't assume he's not listening. Just politely ask if he's listening. Instead of assuming, just say, I want to make sure you hear me out, because sometimes I feel like you get distracted. Oh man, come on now. Man, I tell you, I should have been a relationship expert, man. Check me out again, players. Man, that was cold. He's not listening, just politely ask if he's listening. Instead of assuming, just say, I want to make sure you hear me out, because sometimes I feel like you get distracted, man. If that ain't gold right there, woo, you ain't paying me no attention. No, man, just say, hey, I feel like you get distracted. Can you just hear me out? That's it. If he respects you, he'll tune in to everything you say. But if he can't, then there's some decisions to be made. Because if my woman talking, like I'm talking about now, seriously now, if I'm in a relationship and it's serious, I'm listening to everything she say. I don't care if it's the color of a crayon, man, a pitch on the wall, man, it could be whatever. If this is my woman, I'm tuning in to everything. Now, if he ain't tuned in to every word you say, I'm talking about every word come off your tongue. It's time to make some decisions. Number 11. I don't or not in the mood to talk about it. Okay, check this out, players. Avoid this now. She should avoid this. Here goes the passive-aggressive silent treatment. This can make her feel even worse about what's going on by continuing to hold it in. If her man wants to know what's wrong and she stonewalls him by shutting down all communication and cooperation, it's only going to make him and her even more frustrated, because she's getting frustrated with him asking, and he is asking because he wants to solve the issues and the problems. What a man should do. He's a master at problem solving. Everything in his relationship and under his household. That's true. How can he get in if she's closed off? Explain your anger. That's the key to that. Explain your anger. That opens the door up for solutions. Expressing your anger only adds on more problems and disagreements. That's the key to that. 12. Out of the blue. What are you thinking about? I get that now. What are you thinking about? A man's mind drifts off into space, and he could be thinking about things he wants to do with his car, his house, how much money he has to spend on certain things. His favorite football team is headed to the playoffs or the Super Bowl. So his mind isn't going to be on the exact same thing his woman wants him to think about. That is true. A woman is emotional. So her mind might be on the relationship. That is true. Her birthday party coming up. The kids' birthday party if they have kids. If her friends are pregnant, her friend's pregnancy. What's she going to cook that night? Where can him and her go for a nice vacation? So there's never really going to be a correct or even good enough answer to the question she's aiming to get. Man put together puzzles in his mind, and we do. When we just sitting there thinking, man, it could be about our football teams that got in the playoffs. And man, I'm talking about going to the Super Bowl. How much money we spent that month. We just adding up what we got in our account. Man, it could be tons of things, man. So our minds, he can never give you the correct answer to your question, because it's not going to be what you're thinking, 13. You better. Avoid this. She should really avoid this. Saying this is disrespectful, so avoid saying this. Only if the two partners are just joking. Because saying you better can trigger bad emotions again. Oh man, you better be joking. That would better be happening. Now if y'all just joking, cool, but don't just say that, because that can trigger bad emotions. 14. Instead of taking ownership, she blames him. Avoid this. She should really avoid this. Placing all the blame on her man isn't a great way to get problems resolved. Playing the blame game, not taking accountability, can divide and destroy the relationship. It's super important that the couple come together as a unit to bring solutions to problems, rather than one placing all the blame on the other. Maturity. If two people can create problems, two people can't solve the problems or a problem. Hey, it takes two. It takes two. 15. If they can create it, they can solve it. It takes two. Not placing blame on just one person. Don't keep it one-sided. That can divide and destroy a relationship quick. 15. She says, if he doesn't like it, he can leave. Now, if you want him to leave quick and fast, say this. She should really avoid this. This will make a pragmatic man leave faster than he ever. Because this ultimatum or all or nothing approach lets her man know she's been having negative thoughts about leaving. I'll add that. And she just picked that heated moment to say it. Now, heated moments does reveal how a person really feels. Now, so check that, players. This lets him know that she's completely given up on the relationship. Heated moments reveals truth. If a woman really respects her man and values their relationship, she'll never utter these words. And that's true. Well, if you don't like it, just leave. That's an ultimatum, all or nothing. And that can soon backfire. It can soon backfire quick. If you want him to leave in the blink of an eye, say that. That's an ultimatum that make me jump up fast. 16. She says, I'm okay, or she's fine. I talk about this all the time. Avoid this. She should avoid this. A man hates hearing that two-word phrase. It communicates to her man that she can't trust him enough to say how she really feels, or that he just can't understand her true feelings at all. Come on, can I bring that back? Can I bring that back? It communicates to her man that she can't trust him enough to say how she really feels, or that he just can't understand her real true feelings at all. If she's not okay or fine, the grown mature woman thing to do is to just say so. See? Say it. Be upfront about it, not keep it in. Say so. You get more problems solved by opening up than you do staying closed off. Plus, by opening up, it allows him to come in and further strengthen the bond and the intimacy. And that's the key to intimacy. She opening up and getting her problem solved. If you can open up to me physically, your legs, open up to me mentally and emotionally. The same way we have problems and we solve them, open your legs up to me. If you can open your legs up to me physically, open your mind up and your emotions up to me the same way, so I can go in and solve. That's how we build, strengthen our bond and intimacy. 17, players. So players, if she can open her legs up to you, let her open up to you mentally and emotionally as well, players. 17. Questioning his driving skills. Check this out, players. telling him how to drive, when to stop at red light, slow down on the yellow light, go on green, when to put on his signal lights. Please don't hit that dog in the middle of the road. Watch those ducks crossing the street. He didn't get his driver license from Walmart. No, he didn't. And he's been a great driver up to being with his woman. So don't turn into his own personal GPS system. And I had a female do me like that, man. She would tell, don't stop, don't hit those ducks in the middle of the road, avoid that dog. So you see that yellow light? Man, if I had on that movie Fast and the Furious 2 with Tyrese, he had the eject button, like later on at the end of the movie, he had that eject button. He said, ejectocito, cuz. I wish I had that with her. I would eject her out of my car. Stop there. You see that yellow light? Slow down, man. If I had the eject button like Tyrese had in that movie or Fast and Furious 2, I would eject her out of my car, man. Ejectocito, cuz. 18. He already has high expectations set for himself. He has high expectations and standards, and so does she. But he doesn't need her to ride his back every time he makes certain mistakes and gets a little off track. His woman riding his back is not encouragement. That is not how you encourage that man. That is not encouragement at all. At all, that's not encouragement. The best criticism a woman can give her man is constructive criticism. Can I say it again? Can I preach to you? The best criticism a woman can give her man is constructive criticism. You want to build them up. Don't do like Tahiri did Vado, destroying them, tearing them down. You want to give him constructive criticism to build your man up, build his self-esteem up, build his confidence up, not to tear him down. Why you want your man weak? You want him strong. Now check this out. He's probably already strong. It's just still you can work on him mentally like that. Because some guys have a fragile ego, man, real fragile. Now if you want to get rid of your man at the blink of an eye, or I'm talking about real quick, I'm talking about like real fast, say this. I'm talking about real fast, say this. You're just like my dang ex. Uh-oh. She should really avoid this. If she really and truly wants to get rid of her man for good, she'll say this. But if she wants to keep him, she better never utter these words. By comparing her present man to her past lover can, if not hurt him, or sting the hell out of him. And it can sting. And it can really sting. Now, a man can have a strong ego and strong confidence, but this can sting. Now, I'm not saying it'll hurt, but it can sting. If it not hurt, it'll sting. Check this. Even if he has crocodile skin, it can still sting. Now, check this. It should always be certain lines where people draw in the sand. And this applies to life and relationships. That's to never compare current lovers to past lovers out loud. Out loud. Now, subconsciously, yeah, you can compare them too. But out loud, disrespectful. If you want to get rid of him, say it out loud. Now, subconsciously, you can compare the two. Okay, that's cool. But out loud, that's a major below the belt, under the feet, disrespectful, matter of fact. Comparing a present partner to a past lover is downright disrespectful. And it also lets the current partner know that he's wasting his time because her feelings are still attached to her ex. So she's moved on physically, but not mentally and emotionally. It's also the main reason that's keeping her from experiencing her current relationship fully and healthy, with mentally, emotionally, and physically. If you don't want him, tell him ahead of time. Tell him ahead of time. Hey, players, I'm just giving game to the females, to the women, because, if I can get them some tools they can use, it can better help my players out. But I just want to say this right quick. I seen a little clip of Tahiri again, and she still disrespecting Vado, right? Now check this. I seen a little clip where she threw a apple at the man. You know what I'm saying? Hit him upside the head. I think, side of the face, on top of the head, either one. You know what I think though? Tahiri, Vado is not with Tahiri. I'm gonna say this. She disrespects him about he's broke, right? Okay. Then she said in that clip, she said, you wasting my time, and time is money, and the money you ain't got. And I still disrespecting him. But I say this. What does Tahiri bring to Vado's table? Their relationship with each other. What does she bring other than physical assets? Her ass and her face and her hips and all that. What does she bring other than her physical sexual attraction? What does she bring to the table? Because she still keep talking about this man broke, money pay the bills, and he ain't got the money to pay the bills. But okay, why you with him? But you know what I think it is? You know what I think? It's not the sex. It's not the sex. It's not his money, because she keep talking about how broke he is. You know what it is? It's because she can control Vado the way she want to, and he'll still put up with that. See, she want a man to go back and forth with her. She don't want a man that can control her. See, she doesn't have. See, that's disrespectful coochie. I like respectful coochie, not disrespectful coochie. She doesn't have those good intangibles I want. She has the physical attractions, but she doesn't have those good intangibles I want. Now, if you got a disrespectful woman, she got a disrespectful coochie. What I say? A woman's vagina is only as good as the woman it's attached to. So she disrespectful. She got a disrespectful coochie. You see what I'm saying? But check this now. She talked about how the man ain't got no money. He broke. She always dissing him, giving him destructive criticism. But she wants a man that she can control, be at her beck and call, that can play those games with her like she wants to, those high school minded games. And instead of him just, now every man has a breaking point. I'll just say this before I continue on. Now I'm not saying, hey, you hit a woman, but hey, she don't have to disrespect that man and cut that man, deep like that neither. You know what I'm saying? Because every man doesn't have a real strong ego. See, when you're messing with a man got a fragile ego, anything you say can set him off. Now, he might have let you slide 9 times, but that 10th time, he jumping up grabbing you. You see what I'm saying? So every man has a breaking point, man. Now, do I agree? No, but I'm just saying, every man doesn't have a strong ego. He doesn't have a strong confidence. He don't have that. Some men do have fragile egos. And he has a fragile ego, because he got to have a fragile ego if he's staying with her and she's still disrespecting him. Man, come on now. I mean, that's easy, because a strong man like me or anybody else, Warren B, all them other guys, Ron Wells, we ain't finna deal with that, man. We out. Soon as she started talking out her mouth real crazy, she got a disrespectful tongue and mouth that I don't like, I'm gone. See, a man with boundaries, he wouldn't respect that. He gone. You can't respect me and talk to me better. Hey, I'm gone. I see you. You have better luck with the next man. But she just can have Vado when she want to have Vado. See, she can throw stuff at him. She know it ain't no consequences or repercussions after that. She knows she can manhandle him, talk to him any kind of way. And then if she wants to have sex with him, so it's like she can control that man. It ain't about sex. She said the man broke, so it's not about money. It's she can have power and control over Vado. That's why she still stay with him. Because if you were what she say, I'm a survivor of abuse, well, you should know the signs then. That's why I do videos doing signs, because a lot of guys don't pick up on a woman's signs. You see what I'm saying? He getting played the whole time, but he don't know it, because you don't pick up on the signs. You don't pick the sign that she giving you. See what I'm saying? So you fall for it, and now she's just gonna continue to disrespect you. So that's what happened to Vado. You see what I'm saying? He with her for sexual needs or whatever. I don't know what he with her for. But like I said, he don't have boundaries, because if he did, man, the first time she got out of line with him, he would have been cut her loose. But I just think, this is what I know for sure. She just can have him when she want to have him. Disrespect him. I'm talking about treating him like, man, like dirt. Step on him when she want to, because see, he ain't got nothing else to do. And she know that she ain't gonna go nowhere. He ain't gonna go nowhere. So they just still stay toxic together. So that's all I get from that, because no man with boundaries would deal with that. No man. I'm talking about a real pragmatic, wise, grown, mature man wouldn't deal with that. He out. First time she get, he gonna check that, and if she continue to do it, he gonna leave. But Vado ain't got no boundaries, man. It took him a while to really lash out, but like I said, they been doing that, because I can tell by her reaction, she used to that. That's how they get down. But I just want to come in on that clip, man. She hitting them with apples, talking about time is money, and you ain't got money, so she just, man, disrespecting the dude, man. But like I said, she got him, like she can step on him when she want to, talk to him the way she want to, and a lot of guys ain't gonna deal with that. And you know what else too? She still got somebody to give her companionship. See what I'm saying? So she got all the things that she want. See what I'm saying? I can get sex with him when I want to. I can talk to him in any kind of way. I ain't gonna have no consequences behind it. I can yell at him, scream at him, put my hand in his face. He ain't gonna do nothing. You see what I'm saying? And he gonna just sit there and deal with it and not go nowhere, because she knows he doesn't have no boundaries. So that's what she get out of Vado, because he don't have money. He ain't got nothing else to give her. That's what she says now. But she still disrespects him. So if you know signs of abuse, why you still staying there? The first time that he did something to her, she should have picked up on it. Okay, now I done been in a relationship like this. Let me leave before it gets bad. See, you will automatically pick on that. That's what she said. I was a survivor of abuse. Okay, you'd have been in an abusive relationship. You should already peep the signs. Okay, he calling me too much. That's a sign. He's controlling, possessive, insecurity, jealousies. You see what I'm saying? She should automatically pick up on that. But why she staying? Because she can do what she want to do, and not suffering the consequences of like. Check this out. If you got a woman like that, and she knows that she can handle you, she'll handle you the way that you giving her, because you ain't doing nothing to her. See, no consequences, no repercussions, man. She can do everything, man, she want to do to you, man. That's why I make these videos about the signs, man, because if you don't pick them up, man, they gonna just use you and abuse you, players. Use you and abuse you, man. No consequences, no repercussions, nothing, man. So she just used Vado like a puppet. Okay, I got you under my thumb. I can kick you when I want to kick you. Have sex with you when I want to have sex with you. Talk to you how I want to talk to you. Everything I want to do to you, I can do it. See what I'm saying? Because what? He ain't got no boundaries, man. And then you end how you begin. He began like that, so it's going to end like that for the player. You see what I'm saying? But hey, I wish him the best, man. I just want to break that down. So she can control that man like a puppet, and he ain't going nowhere. That's basically what I'm saying. She can control him like a puppet and know he ain't going nowhere. Talk to him, kick him, disrespect him, and all that. Have sex, make up sex when she want to, all that. And she know for a fact he ain't going nowhere because he proved it over all this time that they've been together. So that's just my points, players. Hey, man, you end how you begin, players. Begin hard with your stone, not your stick, players. Alright, players, respect. This is game for women. Game for the females, players. Alright, respect.